Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Woke up a while back. Time it's pretty early morning here. It's around 5:30. It's kind of very nice and cold chill right now happening in January. Nice little winter going on. So I decided to continue with the winter list. Once the winter is over, the lights are gonna go off. That's my festive lights. You guys know that. And then also I will start doing the summer list or summer fragrances. So I'm doing our typical list as well as sometimes like individual reviews. Today I plan to do, if I can later on today, I'll try to cover this one, Word Noir by Rasas, a new release. That one I want to do from rooftop. So I'm saving it for the later. But I have like 15 fragrances again for winter, and these are great. I would say dating fragrances if you're planning to go out. These fragrances particularly work really well in winter. Maybe a couple of them you can wear them in summer. I'll let you know which ones. They are pretty versatile, but on most part these are built for winter, cold weathers. Okay, so let's go one by one. I have picked them up from different categories, but mostly are darker, sweeter fragrances. First fragrance I'm going to show you is a classic from this line. Many of you will ask me where are the new ones. I understand, but sometimes it's good to bring back some classics like this one, Le Male, Jean Paul Gaultier, simply Le Male. So this is a Christmas edition. Do not be, oh, it matches the red. Okay, so why I chosen Le Male Christmas edition. Basically, these look like attractive packaging. Like regular Le Male bottle, I have 3 bottles of Le Male of different batches, and I have been using Le Male since 2016. I absolutely love the DNA. They're all the same fragrance, by the way, just different bottles. And I feel sometimes this limited editions at times push a little bit more. I don't know if they add extra oil or anything, but like typically they're like the same fragrance. So basically, the opening of mint, okay, then lavender, vanilla, tonka beans, and then I think there's some powdery notes. Basically, it's a powdery sweet fragrance, and this one works like a charm. During colder months, you can wear this in summer nights, no problem. Daytime people wear it, but it just is really nice in colder months. Okay, so this is still a great signature scent worthy dating fragrance, I would say. Number 15. Number 14, I will show you another classic. I'm today showing like a mix of new and older fragrances. This is called Victor and Rolls Spicebomb. I absolutely give credit to Steven from Red Lessons for making me fall in love with this fragrance. I have been doing this journey for about 8 years now, and I have been doing reviews for about 7, I think. Yes. So I learned, so many things in my journey. I'm still learning. It's an interesting learning curve. And I have good memories with different reviewers while I was watching them when I was starting. Like, say, for example, Max Forte, he made me fall in love with this fragrance, and now I hunted down a Dolce & Gabbana Purum sticker version. So these are the kind of things, I really cherish. So Steven really loves Spice Bomb, and for a long time this was on his shelf because he loves this DNA. It's like pink pepper, a little bit of a tobacco, sweet, spicy, very masculine fragrance. Still does perform in the colder months. Summertime, not so much. It has been reformulated. So this used to be back in the days as big as Le Male. It was regarded as this one, Versace Eros, Ultra Male. These fragrances were ruling. So nowadays, yes, I still wear Spice Bomb, and I think this is one of really like interesting bottle. So I will get 150 ml once I finish this. Really is a sexy fragrance. So Victor and Rolls Spice Bomb. That's number 14. Number 13 is the most underrated in this list. I decided to add this because every time, if you see a fragrance from any line, they are the popular ones. This is lesser known, darker, rare to find now. And I think this fragrance does its charm in winter. If you know Valentino fragrances, you know the studded pattern of the bottles. But today I'm not showing the Valentino Uomo Intense, Coral Fantasy, none of that. I'm showing you today Valentino Uomo Noir Absolu. Okay. So this one reminds me of like a pure colder month, like very, like let's say it's very cold. This is very different than what is Valentino Uomo or Uomo Intense or Coral Fantasy or any of the other, Borin Roma. This is very different from the rest of the line. This is done kind of like a niche style perfumery. Okay. So if you ask me, what do I get from it? Mostly cinnamon, smoke, and the big player in this beauty is called sandalwood, and I love the sandalwood in this. It's just a stunning fragrance. Sadly cannot be worn throughout the year, but if you wear this in colder months, I think it will make a very good statement, very good performer. Dark, mysterious, and a very up class fragrance. Borderline niche. Valentino Uomo Noir Absolu. Okay, that's number 13. Number 12, let's show you a fragrance I really love and cherish. Mostly these are all designers I picked, but there are a few niche. This fragrance is a dupe of something very popular, which is called, I think, YSL Tuxedo. And there are quite a few alternatives to that. I think this is one of my most favorite ones in terms of value. It's getting a little bit rare to find here and more pricey, but I still recommend it highly. Rochas Moustache EDP. Some people say Rochas, some people say Rochas, some people say Rochas, okay, or Rojas. I sometimes, I get different comments from different people. I guess different region people spell it differently, but people say Rochas. Rochas is the one that most popular. So I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a cold from last night, man. That winter chill was very nice. Anyway, so this one is sweet, boozy, vanilla, I think, and there's bit of a rose play, and it's kind of like a boozy, kind of like a sweet, sexy fragrance, night out fragrance. This is definitely one of those fragrances people wear during dating scenario, and it keeps the whole charm. Like this one, it's playful, very high quality juice. I always give it credit. I love fragrances that has vanilla booze, like Mercedes Benz. I think Club Black, that one is also fantastic. This one, if you love Tuxedo, I mean, this one is so much more value. Of course, Tuxedo is a nice fragrance, but way more expensive. Very nice bottle, Rojas or Rochas Moustache or Mustache. Okay, and then we show you number 11, and you hit top 10. This is a fragrance I haven't shown in a while. Okay, and when I got this at first, this whole line, I was so excited for this, and I love this DNA. This is a dupe of BR 540 Baccarat de Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, but way affordable. This is called Armaf Club de Nuit Untold. This is my second bottle, and it looks a little bit different. My older bottle used to have more red. This is more of a green, yellow, and pink hue. The older ones used to be red here. I don't know if it's reformulated, whatever, but I get good performance from it. This is truly a beautiful fragrance. I got compliments from this. People ask me like, what am I wearing, or what I was wearing back then, rather, and they took the name and then they bought it. Such things happen with it. So Armaf has done some really bad fragrances, and like average fragrances or too many clones of same perfume. But this one, I'll tell you, this one, iconic, and elixir urban, these ones, they did fantastic job. I just absolutely love it. Perfect for colder months. If you're looking to buy something sweet and sexy just like that, you can try this. I highly recommend this one. Very beautiful bottle as well, but fingerprint magnet. Okay, so 5 are gone, so we have top 10. So top 10 will need more space, so I move it a little bit here. So number 10, I'll start with the classy fragrance. And these 10, I had difficult time ranking them, like which one should come top 5, top 10. They're all great. That's what I'm trying to say. Massive amount of respect for each. So number 10, I'll show you Boucheron Jaipur, and this is the EDP version, the frosted class. EDT used to have like this color, like transparent. I still think they're available. Prices are actually higher in Bangladesh. Back in the days, we could score this somewhere between $45, $55, like say tester unit. Nowadays, these are more about $85. But I am so happy this one actually got the recognition nowadays. It deserves. Many reviewers talked about it, how classy this smells, and nowadays it's getting some love. I'll tell you one thing, this fragrance, it's pure class, and this one has vanilla for me. Really good vanilla at the base. It's sweet, it got spices, and it's a spiced, warmed up vanilla. Masculine, so it's very difficult to describe. I don't know what else it has. When I wear this, I feel pure malt, uh, like elder brother. On the dry down, they smell kind of connected. So if you're going for a date and you're a little bit of a mature crowd, this fragrance, if you're married, I highly recommend this. Jaipur EDP. But not just married people. Anybody who want to wear something classy for colder months, look at that. Very underrated. Now number I think 9, right? Yeah, number 9 is this fragrance. I keep recommending this 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirit by Man-Made. So this is my backup bottle. I have another bottle where I have this much juice left. Once I finish that, then I'll start using it. This is one of my most favorite boozy and at the same time tobacco fragrance, like one of them ever. The bottle doesn't really evoke much of excitement, but once you smell this, trust me, you love this as much as you love Naxos, some of the big names. This is one of the big names in the game. And definitely that honey really helps. I think this honey, red wine, and tobacco combination. Very sweet, very opulent, and beast mode, like truly beast mode. So colder months, this is a beauty. Definitely check it out. 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirit. Next one, similar looking bottle, but another beast. I was wearing this yesterday, and man, in winter, if I really enjoy wearing some fragrances, this is one of them. Maison Martin Margiela by The Fireplace. I just absolutely love it. I'm not planning to buy another bottle because these fragrances have got really expensive, $140. But this so far is my one of the most favorites. This one, I think there was a lipstick on. I think that was the iris one, right? And then there are a few more I just love. But this one, there people love uh, Jazz Club and other ones. This one by The Fireplace, it's absolute stunner. I just love it. Smoky, burnt woods, and it just gives you that feel of campsite fire in the city. That's you just absolutely such realistic smell. Okay, absolute beast mode as well by The Fireplace by Maison Martin Margiela. So we're gonna go next one. Next one is gonna be I think number 7. 7 is gonna be a really nice fragrance. This could be considered as a more modern take on pure malt. I suggest do not hunt pure malt for $250, $300. Buy this, okay? This is gonna be $80 in Bangladesh, but so worth it. It's so beautiful. This one, man, I love this fragrance. So modern. Givenchy Gentleman, and I think it's called Reserve Privee. This is hands down the most favorite ones in my like to my liking. I do love the EDP a little bit more, but this one gives you iris, and then the booze, sweetness, and a little bit of I think there is a fair play of one note I always forget. This is kind of sweet. Let me check that note actually. Wait. Yeah, I say nutty. Yes, there's a chestnut note that I always miss. So this one, you can say it's a hybrid of a lot of fragrances, but mostly pure malt's more modernized version. Okay, and you get that from top to bottom, every single stage is enjoyable. This is one of the best modern dating scenario fragrances ever made. Okay, this one I love so much, that's why it's high up in the order. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee. Next one is the fragrance I recommend you to get. This one on the niche version of it, but one of the immortal fragrance of all time. Here, Pure Havane. Pure Havane or Havana. This is known to be a Cuban Havana cigar smell with that nice cherry and honey. So if you talk about Naxos, that's a niche version of it. I love them both equally. Okay, sometimes I'm split between which one's better, but Naxos is a little bit more like upper class compared to Pure Heaven. But I love Pure Heaven. It's more reachable. I reach for this more. My last surviving bottle, and I'll tell you one thing: so much, so many, pleasant memories of this. I highly recommend this for winter. This is a masterpiece. Okay, but 350, 300, $500 perhaps not worth it. Better get Nexus at that price point. Okay, so now we have top 5, and then we will finish the video. Next one, I think next 5 are my top 5. These back to back 4 niche fragrance, and then ended by the designer fragrance, which is number 1. Number 5 is Paul, P-O-L, Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle. Some of the people, they know this is a masterpiece, one of the best creation of this house. In my book, in my world, it's a must-have if you really love fruity rose scents, which is considered as a beast mode fragrance. This one lasts all day. This house, some of the fragrances are just immortal. I love also Master Ravageur from this house, also very sexy. I need to get a full bottle of it. I have a decant only, but man, the way this one makes me feel. There are other fragrances like Zerja 40 knots or something like More Than Words. More Than Words and this are like two different brands, essentially achieve the same thing. If you also ask about some better rose-based fragrance like Amouage, I think Lyric Man, right? They are good, but man, Portrait of a Lady is a nuclear fragrance. I just love it. It's a masterpiece. Everybody must try it at least once in their life. Even if you do not like rose, this may grow on you later. The dry down is something to die for. Okay, Portrait of a Lady, number 5. Number 4, Royal Oud. Okay, some of you be like, hey, oud fragrance for dating, is it okay? Is it wise thing? Yeah, It is. It's so much class. It's just so much class in a bottle. When I talk about class, Boucheron is another fragrance which has class in this line. Okay, some of the other ones they are more casual, like sweeter. This is pure class. I just think there's no oud in there. It's spicy, woody, really, really nice masculine feel. It makes you smell confident. You know, Aventus has nothing on this one. Okay, I love Aventus, but from Creed, this is my number one ever. You know, this one, Viking, and perhaps Virginal and Water. These three are my favorites. Okay, so definitely check it out. Royal Oud by Creed. Number three, my most favorite Amouage at this current moment. You guys know I always wear Interlude Man. That is my favorite Amouage. But now Boundless, this one took over. And when I say Boundless is my most favorite Amouage, it means something huge. I do have some other Amouages like Sunshine Man, the original Interlude. I did love Interlude, Iris. Then I have Jubilation. I have a few of the other ones at the back, but man, what a beautiful, sweet tobacco fragrance this one is. This one has a spicy affair, a lot of spices, but it's like a carnival kind of spice. I cannot describe it how much I love this. I had to have it. I was out of almost cash when I bought this, but I had to get it because it was on offer, and I got for a very good deal. But this is worth every single penny. When you spray this and you get those compliments, people ask you what you're wearing, makes you feel so good. Wear this on a date, you will get more compliments than you when you wear Lanvin de L'Homme, Bleu de Chanel. Trust me on that. Boundless by Amouage, very highly regarded by me. So last two, couple of them left. A little bit long video, but I'm enjoying this, so I'm doing a little bit longer video. Number two is Nishane Ani, or people say Annie. Okay, Nishane Ani. Ever, like if I ever fell in love with the fragrance on the first sniff, this was one of them. Okay, Nishane Ani is such a magical fragrance. I luckily have an older bottle, and beautiful performance in colder months. That black currant, the citrusy sweetness, kind of like the vanilla. It's more playful, like a perfect dating scenario fragrance. Just a cozy, sexy beast mode. It just projects like for hours, 5 6 hours with the older batches. Man, it's just such a beautiful when breeze is like flowing in colder months. This is such a nice fragrance to wear. Unisex definitely, but I love it so much. So what beats all those fragrances? They're all good. All due respect, they're all good. But if I have special sentiments on any fragrance in winter, like ever, this will always be my number one. This is my signature scent, Dior Intense. Okay, this is all down to personal preference. Some of you may ask, like, hey, Royal Oud perhaps is a way better fragrance. Yes, in terms of composition, class, yes. This is a higher class fragrance than Dior Intense. If you ask me, like, without the emotions, but for me, emotions in a bottle is what fragrance game is. Okay, Dior Intense does it for me. The best iris-based fragrances, like one of them anyway, like ever. If you never tried Dior Intense, just give it a try at least once in your life, then you'll see why people love it so much. There you go. That's the list for 15 dating fragrance. I've done this last year as well, but different choices. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I think I will upload this and go for morning walk. Have a very nice day. See you soon and stay safe. I pray for all of you. Bye bye.